Don't worry, guys. MVP is here. I got this. I got this. Okay, no, I don't got this. I don't got this. Help!
Heya, today marks the closing for the first week of BokuMARCho. I'm still going on strong, not feeling too burnt out and actually okay. We've got this. Just a bit more than 3 weeks to go. So day 7 was Trigun, something I actually know and seen. Way! I know there's a few characters in Trigun, but like most of you who all know Trigun, I had to draw Vash the Stampede. Fun fact, I was actually going to draw Vash the Stampede eventually as a BokuMARCho. I just didn't know when I would get round to drawing it. So I was so happy when Trigun was picked. During the live stream, I was kind of like half smiling when the wheel picked it. 2 birds, 1 stone, baby! I can't remember much of the anime if I'm honest, but I remember it had some comedy moments and I enjoyed the action scenes, and also who can forget the intro of the anime itself. The music was so good with the guitar. It sounded like a wrestling intro as well, not gonna lie. Okay, so drawing the sketch took longer than anticipated. There were like 4 challenging encounters when sketching Vash the Stampede. Firstly being the hair. This kind of caught me off guard, not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be simple and clean Utada Hikaru style, but I wouldn't say it was far from it, but I did have some challenges and I'll explain them now. As you notice from the speed art, I actually drew 2 versions for his hair. Man, I really need to move places because there's so many police sirens in the background and I'm trying to record this. Anyways, where was I? I drew like 2 versions for his hair, one more spiky and the other not so spiky. A bit rectangular and kind of like how I would have drawn Gayu from Street Fighter if I was to draw his hair. I'm not sure which one I liked more, but I went with the more rectangular over the spiky version. What do you guys think? Do you think I opted for the right one? Secondly, it was the arms this time surprisingly, and not the hands. The hands I think went okay. It was when I was trying to draw the arms to fit the gun and hand that was the problem, that was the issue. But I think I figured it out in the end, unless I completely changed the gesture of Vash the Stampede. Thirdly, the legs and boots was actually quite tricky to my amazement. I think generally I'm okay at drawing footwear as long as it's not the foot itself, but something was throwing me off. I mean, it didn't help that the reference that I was using, that I could barely make out his legs and boots since it was like black and black and the contrast wasn't too easy to see, so I couldn't fully tell what they look like and the actual details of the legs and boots. Also, I tried to simplify things on the legs and boots as there was so much going on with the reference picture. I think this took closer to 2 hours, but I do believe the line art did make it look better, especially the boots and leg compared to the sketch. There were some glaring mistakes on the sketches that I noticed a bit later, but I rectified those when doing the line art, as I was still paying attention to the reference picture. I think there's no shame in using references, in my opinion, so if you're an artist, ignore those who look down on people who do. I'm sure there are professionals who do use some references too. Also, how are you going to learn without references? To study, you need references, you need like images and stuff. Not everyone can magically draw something in their head, especially when it's 1, something that they haven't seen, and 2, also, there are some people who can't picture stuff in super details. There's a thing called aphantasia, and I promise you, some artists cannot visualize or conceptualize stuff in their head well. We're all different, and that's what makes us human. Anyways, I digress. Lastly, I forgot he actually has a pair of shades, which is why I drew the sunglasses right at the end of the sketch. I still don't know if the final BokuMARCho will include the shades or not, as there are times in the animes, if I recall correctly, where he doesn't wear it, so you don't really need for him to have the sunglasses on. You know, it doesn't take away at glance value that is Vash the Stampede in my opinion. Glasses is also a kryptonite of mine. I think it's probably because of the big eyes. To me, it feels like drawing glasses on a BokuMARCho feels kind of wrong. What do you guys think? Should I remove the glasses or not? Anyways, that's all I'm going to say for this piece. What do you guys think of this piece? Now that we've drawn the first week, if you had to rank all 7 line arts, where does this one lie? And also, if you got to this part of the video, type guns randomly in your comments below so I know who to thank for supporting me, and enjoy the rest of the speed art. And as always guys, take care, be well, and be safe. Bye!